Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Ellen Knapp, and I live at 1826 County Road 60. And I'm here representing myself and our firm. I'm a 30-year resident of Lauman. And I've taken an interest in the landfill because I've raised children in Lauman and food crops in the vicinity of the landfill. I'd like to begin by thanking each and every one of you for taking the time to attend this important meeting that will have an impact on the lives of the residents of Lauman and Chemung. Let us hope that the impact of this hearing will be to put an end to the assault on the environment in Lauman and Chemung. So on that note, I'd like to speak a bit about promises unkept related to the landfill. Approximately 8 years ago, we had a meeting about the landfill in the town of Chemung, the Chemung School. It was a meeting, and the residents had an opportunity to hear about the county's plan to privatize the landfill. At that time, many promises were made to the residents. And I'd like to tell you about a few of these promises that were made to the residents of Chemung and Lauman. And not in any particular order. One of the promises was, we're going to put in a hydroponic greenhouse and grow vegetables using methane from the landfill as a heat source. What a great idea. Another promise that was made was that an education center for school children and the general public would be created to learn about landfills and gas-to-energy facilities. There was a promise made that gas and water lines would be run from Elmira to Chemung. There was a promise that gas generators located at the Milton Street facility over here would be installed for the purpose of generating electricity for 4,000 homes. Wow, who wouldn't vote for that, right? And perhaps the most important promise of all, that was so important to all of us residents, was that the footprint of the landfill, the existing landfill, would not be increased. Now I'd like to report a little bit on what we did get, how these promises were fulfilled and delivered. We did not get a hydroponic greenhouse. We did not get gas and water lines from Elmira to Chemung. We did not get gas to electric generators on Milton Street. We did not get an education center for the residents. What we did get was an underhanded, minimally announced expansion of the footprint of the landfill. And this came in the form of the purchase of the Nelson Farm for the purposes of extracting bud material, leaving behind a giant hole. For what purpose? I wonder what they're going to put in that hole. Additionally, we did get 100,000 tons of radioactive drill cuttings and radioactive drill brine. We continue to get objectionable odors, not only in the immediate 3 miles surrounding the landfill, but for miles south of the landfill on I-86. We did get unsavory weapon-bearing truckers driving through our neighborhoods. I think what we got was shafted. This hoodwinking and outright deception by the county perpetrated upon the residents and local town boards is unconscionable. And that, my fellow residents, as many of you are painfully aware, is business as usual, Chemung County and Casella style. In closing, I would like to request a 90-day comment period to get through all this paperwork. Thank you.
Anyone in the fourth row?